All right, so welcome to the coffee break. This is the episode number 78. Thank you very much for joining. The RF Platform Services, formerly Forge, coffee break. As usual, this is a very open space. Any questions or topics or projects that you are working on, if you have any questions there, anything that you want to share, you are always welcome to open your microphone, turn on your camera as well. And okay, anything interesting that you're working on these last couple weeks? Or any questions?
Hello. Yeah, I'd like to introduce myself. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Sweet. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to. Yeah. So yeah, I'm part of the company Skip. I newly joined the company. So we're a kitchen renovation company, trying to redo the whole renovation process for a kitchen or a high-end bathroom renovation, from the scan to BIM to the end process to the customer. So there's only like another software which is kind of not adopting new technologies, but we want to adopt the new technologies like Forge and change the industry, right? So that's the plan. I recently joined the company, and the plan is to implement Forge. So and design automation, automate a lot of the existing workflows that they currently have. So that's the plan. And so I have a question, which is a technical question. So I don't know if I should wait till the end.
No, yeah, go ahead. I'm also very interested about the project you're working on. So you said you were using, you're starting the project or something that you're going to create now. How?
Yeah, so we're already working with businesses and customers who can just sign in and then start looking at different design. It's also come inspiration from the AI, so they can switch, choose the design, and we'll shrink the time because most of it is automatic. But the thing is, like right now, the process, they have to use Revit, right? So some people have to use Revit, open it. So that's why we're trying to automate with the design automation, right? So like they don't need to open Revit. So one of the hiccups challenge that I already have was that so I need to create a new Revit project with a template and load some families, so that it's just more a part of the project setup, right? But first, my first question is, can we create a new Revit project in Forge using design automation?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when you say new Revit project, you mean a new RVT file, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, you can create a new one. The suggestion is that when you run design automation, right, you can start with a blank template, but that will be very, very raw, right? So the suggestion would be to, instead of starting there, you create a template with no most of what you already need.
Got it.
And then you run design automation to just add what is custom, right? So let's say maybe the template will have, I don't know, a few layout design, a few views, a few families, and then you run the automation to add the remaining families, and you start designing something for you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, that's good. And the bigger challenge that I have, so the second one, was that I was trying to import the families through design automation. And then I realized that the app bundle size limitation by Autodesk is 100 megabytes. So our family is like around like 105 megabytes. So it's actually failing after a certain point if it exceeds 100 megabytes. So I don't know what is like a workaround.
Yeah. So ideally, the bundle is a place to get your code, not to get all your families, right? So
but the design automation does not have network access, right? So
well, sorry. So first, right, the bundle is meant to include the code, not the families. So you can provide the families as input to your work item, or you can use network access to get the families on demand, right?
Okay, yeah. If I get the families on demand, can I pass that to the design automation as an input?
Well, you can pass that at the beginning, as an input at the beginning, right? You provide everything at the beginning, but you don't know really what you need.
Okay.
Or you can, as you execute, you go to the network and download the data you need, right?
Okay. Okay. All of families is in like AWS S3. So,
Mhm.
so you're saying some of the code samples that I saw was that the input that the design automation takes is like a JSON.
No, it can be files as well.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's
So
good.
yeah. So there are three pieces, right? The app bundle, the activity, and the work item, right?
Yeah.
So the app bundle, it's meant to be the code and whatever is needed to run the code. You
Yeah.
can put some files there, but no, if you start putting lots of things, you reach the limit.
Mm-hmm.
The activity defines how it works, and the work item is where you actually upload and download files, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you submit a work item, you can say, let me input all of these files, or
Mm-hmm.
you can just input the basic file, and then as you execute, use a network to grab the additional data you need.
Got it. Okay. Okay, sweet. Yeah, that's really helpful. Thanks.
Yeah. So the only thing to always consider is that if you're hosting your data somewhere else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Be sure that the data is accessible, because if it's not there, you have to have logic to prepare for that.
For sure.
And the longer it takes to download the data, the more you pay, because you're paying by the hour, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make a lot of difference if
Mm-hmm.
you're uploading 1 or 2 megabytes, but if
Mm-hmm.
you're uploading 1 gig or 10 gig, yeah, then
Yeah.
it makes a difference, right? So some optimization is needed, but not, no, don't go crazy there. And
Yeah.
if your data is hosted on S3, it's very fast, so yeah, should be fine.
Okay. 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 Sweet. Yeah, that's really helpful. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. That's quite interesting. So with that, right? Let me share a quick thing here. So where are you based, by the way?
Sorry.
Where are you located?
I'm in LA.
Okay,
Yeah.
so no, it's very close to San Francisco, right? So
Yeah.
but we do have a few accelerators happening soon. I believe that this is online, right? And in a couple weeks. So
Okay.
that's a good time for you to. So this is an online hackathon. If you haven't participated in any one of those, so during that week you have real-time access, real-time support. Sorry for questions. So if you join this one, and then I know if you have a question, you discuss your case, and that's a good time to build your POC or build your application or start building your application during that week. So, you can have support from us, really fast. But, if you want to have questions later, you can always come back to the support, get help,
Mm-hmm.
and then, Stack Overflow. It's always good when you have code and you want to discuss something, but you can
Yeah.
always message us, or you can book a time with the team for technical support. And then you book 30 minutes call and discuss your questions, your scenario.
Okay, that's sweet. Yeah. Thanks for the information.
Yeah, thank you. Interesting topic.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just the last bit of piece that I wanted to share was that, and because it's kitchen renovation, the end user also cares about rendering, right? Like how beautiful the kitchen, because we partner with all the high-end kitchen appliances, right? And then so basically the customer wants to see really high fidelity, yeah. And we export, like we have a workflow now to export like a rendering and a video walkthrough completely automatic, right? But I just wanted to ask, is Forge kind of working on some kind of real-time rendering or something like that in future?
Sorry. No, not really. We don't have a service for rendering yet. So there is some research here and there, but nothing on the roadmap.
Okay.
So no. What you can do is, when you run a Revit file, and if you have all the materials there, right? And if you load that Revit file in the viewer with all the materials, and you adjust lighting and cameras, it looks reasonably good. Not photographic quality, but it looks real good. So you can get something, but not, like, because if you're talking to someone that is completely out of the engineering area, right? They expect photorealistic quality, right? So that we don't have.
Okay. That's good to know.
What about also 3ds Max design automation too?
You cannot run rendering there.
No, well, you can. What's the sample that it's not to do, like, for example, real-time rendering, but for example, as to giving back how would it look as a finished product. I think you can do that, no?
You can run some workflows in 3D Max, but the full quality for rendering for 3D Max is not available in design automation.
Let me check. I'm pretty sure I've seen something before with 3ds Max that actually looks quite nice. If I find the link, I will send it to you.
Sure, yeah, that would be great. Yeah, that's it from me. Yeah, thanks.
Cool. Yeah, thank you. Quite interesting. Let me stop here. So yeah, so I saw Mikhail talking about DevCon. So if you don't know, DevCon is happening in San Francisco and Munich. Is September next month, so very, very close. So if you go to the website and go to the community events, registration is right here, San Francisco and Munich. San Francisco, September 6 and 7, and then Munich 11, 12. It's a good place to meet the team, have some, we'll have lots of interesting classes and topics. And yeah, Mikhail, hope to see you there. And Alex, yeah, I'll see you there. I think Munich, right? Both of you.
Yep, I'll be there.
Oh yeah, really interesting to meet you guys. I'll also be here in San Francisco.
Augusto, you're being in Munich also. You'll come to Munich. Oh, yeah, that's great! Wow, cool, great. Can't wait.
Great.
Yeah, same here. So looking forward to it. So it's a month from now, right? So it's still registration is still open. I know that Munich is almost booked out. We have a very small venue. So, but San Francisco, we still have, I don't know, we still have some places. So yeah, it's time. Yeah. So Mikhail, you said that you are working with oil, gas. Anything interesting there that you are working on?
I've been here on coffee break like 2 years ago, and I'm still doing the same thing. So basically, we are doing PNID digitization. You know, from brownfield drawings to having intelligent CAD files, etc. So not much Forge, sorry, APS, but this is the same ecosystem. So I just want to see if any other people kind of gravitate towards this space, because as I said in my comment, I strongly feel, of course, that Revit and AEC dominates, but these are kind of overlapping areas. So hopefully there will be some food for thought.
Cool. All right. Interesting. Okay. Anyone else? Any other projects?
Yeah. If you remember, on previous coffee break, I asked about design automation for AutoCAD and SVF publishing via design automation. And to be honest, I completely forget to ask this question on APS.help.
Yeah. So I did ask that internally, and yes, they're planning to migrate that to the newest version. They have to create a new activity there. But yeah, that's been handled. Yeah, there is a question on our internal Slack instance, but I did ask that, and they're planning to work on it.
Great to hear. And also one another thing I noticed in design automation reports, previously parts of URLs and as well as headers were masked. Now I see full URLs and authorization headers. Is that
they're not masked anymore?
Yes, they are not masked anymore for some reason.
Okay. Jaime or John, can you follow up on that?
Sorry, I missed I'm looking for the other thing, but what did you say? Sorry, Alex.
Design automation logs for inventors and also for other things. Previously, parts of URLs and headers, like authorization headers, were masked. Now it's plain text in the logs. Is it really should be like that?
Yeah.
So
Let me send you my email. Can you send me just maybe a couple like screenshots or just the payload or something like that? Or how is it being now? And that way I can pass it over to the design automation team.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah,
changed it.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Hey, just one question. You changed it when you updated the version of the engine or just recently without any change on your side, from your side?
I haven't changed design automation version. And
Oh, okay. Thanks.
okay,
So
Jaime, could you give me your email, please?
I just sent it to you. It's on a direct
Okay, great.
on chat.
Thank you.
Yep.
And just remember to CC APS help, APS.help as well. So it's on our records. Thanks for reporting, Alex. That's important. So the reason we mask those URLs and headers is that we keep only that report on our records, and you can also download that report, right? So we don't want to have that as something that could be later, right? But the token will expire soon, so it's not something super big, and everything's password protected anyway.
But it also grabs data from our servers.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. We should fix that. Yeah, as it was before. Not
okay, thanks. Yeah. We also grab the data and sometimes analyze them.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so from our side, there is something interesting that I would like to share with you. So if you go to the APS blog, there is the announcement about the betas for the SDKs. So right here. So we started with 4 SDKs in .NET, and we are working on more SDKs and more language support. To use the beta, you have to go to the feedback portal. Sorry about that. So feedback beta portal, and then you can download the packages there. So it's just the start for in .NET. I suspect that some of you are using .NET, some of you are using Node. So your feedback is quite important. Also, your feedback is important if you're using a different language or you believe a different SDK is more important now. Share with us. That will be very helpful to decide where we're going next. But yeah, if you haven't seen this one, it's there. It's now available. All right, let me go back to you, right? Any other projects, questions?
Hey, I guess a quick question on this. Is this meant to replace the existing
Yes.
I guess NuGet package? Okay.
Yes.
A new version. Awesome.
So yeah, so this is updated with the latest endpoints and options and parameters. It's strongly typed, and you don't have to use dynamic anymore. And moving forward, this will be always updated. So whenever there's a change on the API or a new endpoint or a new option, the SDKs will also be updated. Yeah, and we'll replace everything we have today, right? So there is just 2 legacy SDKs that will not be replaced because they are already they are already using this platform, which is the design automation.net and the model coordination.net, because those are well maintained already, right? But these 4 here and plus what we're doing more will replace what we have today. And again, they are strongly typed, have resiliency patterns, retry logic, circuit breaker, all those things are embedded. So it's way better to work. And the same thing will happen for Node.js, which is our next one. And so the feedback I'd like from you is, if you have a time to try, provide us anything that you found that is not working. And if you also prefer a different language, or have a need for a different language or a different SDK, provide that feedback as well, so you can prioritize what's coming after Node.js.
Hi, Augusto.
I was getting ready to send a link to someone and I couldn't get it to pull up.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
no,
someone is having an open microphone there, and
yeah.
I don't know who.
So
I was just wondering if you guys are also including the webhooks, the .NET with SignalR.
So SignalR is not actually part of webhooks. SignalR is from your server to your client. The webhooks is from your server to Autodesk server, right?
Okay.
So as you're using .NET, SignalR, you can use SignalR, but no, it doesn't really affect or interfere with this, right? Did I get your question right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
yeah.
And the SDKs here, the one that is quite interesting is the OSS, because it has some logic for upload using the S3 URL. So no, you don't have to build all of those things. You can just say upload, and the system will take care of creating the URLs and uploading in chunks for you. Data management will be using OSS, and model derivative and webhooks is essentially just mapping all the endpoints and options. So it's to help you work on that. All right. What else? Moving back to you. Questions or topics?
Yeah, I think I have a bit of a random question. Are you planning to do a hackathon during AU?
We have Jaime here.
Jaime.
Bringing him to the spot.
For the hackathon? Is that what you said?
A hackathon during Autodesk University.
Not this year, unfortunately. We're trying to like collaborate with a couple of teams in Autodesk in order to just kind of like do a much kind of like bigger hackathon. And unfortunately, like we're kind of like short on time, so it's not gonna be able to actually get to happen this year. I know, Luis, I am also upset about it. But definitely, like I'll try to do maybe 2 next year in order to just kind of like not be able to take care of the one this year. We kind of had a lot in our plate this year with DevCons and NAU and so on. We also have an accelerator in Barcelona in October, so it's just like it's quite a lot of stuff. I wish we can clone ourselves in order to be able to help out with all that stuff, but yeah, no, unfortunately I'm the bearer of bad news this year. So but we will definitely be back and stronger this time.
So are you going to AU? Was asking Ricky.
Yeah, that's
Las
the
Vegas.
plan.
Okay, cool. Yeah, hope
Nice.
to see you there then.
It'd be
So
great to
this
meet you.
year, yeah, this year the AU is happening, is back in Vegas, and the only interesting thing there is the interesting thing about the date is that is the week before the Formula One. So I saw some videos. They are remodeling the entire city to have the track on the Las Vegas Boulevard.
It's the same week.
Yeah, it's the same week, but it so
It happens before.
Yeah, AU is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and
Yeah.
then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Formula One takes place, and they are rebuilding the boulevard. They're taking down lots of things to build the track on the boulevard. So that will be quite interesting, but also means that No, the city will be busy, or hotels will be no fully booked. So if you're going, book soon, book fast, because no, it's expected to go crazy. I know that they have the Formula One in São Paulo, and on the week of the Formula One, all the hotels are sold out. So yeah. Anyway.
And Naveen, I sent you a direct message as well with a video to an AU presentation that happened back in, I want to say 2019. It's from a customer. His name is Mustafa. And like I put you there the timestamp, minute 25. It's the demo that I was telling you about.
Okay, sweet. Just saw it now. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions or topics?
Augusta, I think there's one more, just kind of a follow-up to my question on because I was using to import the families in design automation from the bundle. So now I know that's not the right workflow. So I'll probably get it from the work item, right? And in the work item, there's three things, right? The input file, and then this input JSON. So I downloaded a code sample that just modifies like a width and height of a window, which is a .NET code sample. So I saw that there was three things that the work item gets. One is the input file, and the other one was the JSON file, which has the width and height of the window parameters. And the third one is output file, right? So the families, let's say we have like 200 families. Should I use like the input file or the actual data input JSON, get the files and pass it to the design automation?
So there is a large echo on your voice. I'm not sure what's happening there.
I think it needs to, like Michael said, needs to activate the echo
cancellation,
canceling, probably on the Zoom side.
Yeah, but Naveen, to your question, right? The samples we have are using one input JSON and one input file. But you can adjust that to whatever fits, right? So it can be 3 files or 3 JSONs, or you can have one input file that is a zip that you unzip and then have all of your data. And but then on top of all of that, you can call the network, right? You can call HTTP request to download the data that is missing.
Okay. So and once I get this data, once I execute the design automation bundle, right, that code would not have any network access, right? But you're saying I could still pass the input files that I get to the design automation.
No, I'm saying that your code in design automation, your .NET code plugin running inside Revit, can call the network and download additional data.
Oh, it can?
Yes.
Okay.
So I think that's documented somewhere, or
because I saw on the website that it said that no network access is a limitation in design automation. That's why I was I didn't. Okay. Can post the link.
So there are lots of ways to do that. What I would suggest you to do is, you said it in LA, right? So book a time with us using that Calendly option that I mentioned before. Sure. Let's discuss the details on how to do it, because I think we don't have time to go deep here. Sure. So Alex suggested one way, which is in on-demand input, but there is also network that you can just grab the data you need, right? So either way would work.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
So just sharing again here, you can go to, let me move this out. You can go to support, get help, and then scroll down and schedule a meeting. I would say technical support. So Zhongwu, he's based in China. He knows a lot about Revit design automation. So it could be a bit late for you, but you can always message him and book a specific time, or just send a message to APS help saying that you need to book some time with him. He can walk you through all the details there. John is also based in the Americas, so it's easy. Time zone, he knows a lot as well, so we can discuss details. Just a couple suggestions. All right, so with that, it's already 8:30. Thank you very much for joining. And the next coffee break, same link, same time in 2 weeks. See you then. Thank you very much for joining today. It was a very nice conversation. And see you at the DevCon if you're going there. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.